Hello guys, back again with our setup and plan, and this is GU. First and foremost, as always, you have to first understand the market structure, and you have two market structure time frame, the internal structure and then the external structure. Then the external structure is 1 hour, then the internal structure is 15 minutes. First and foremost is external structure, that 1 hour. And clearly you can see that the market was moving down, and just today morning we had a market structure shift to the upside, external market structure. So that means we are looking for buys right now on GU. Very simple, right? As you can see, we had our last breakout structure to the downside. Then we had a change of character to the upside. But before we had that change of character to the upside, we had our sell order block. We had our bearish order block, which was here, and that bearish order block turned into our buy breaker block. Then later on, still it was disrespected. That means it's now invalid. Right now, then we have our first order block, which is this one, our first bullish order block. And right now we are waiting for that final confirmation before we take that buy. Although we have more order blocks below, but first and foremost, we're going to first focus on this one. You have another order block, which is just below here in the discount zone. But right now we are focusing on this first order block. And our confirmation is going to be very simple and easy. We're going to move to 1 minute. Then you're going to wait for that 1 minute to shift to the upside. Then if that 1 minute shift to the upside, automatically you're going to enter that trade. We're just going to zoom up to 5 minutes. Then we look for our fair value gap or imbalance, or that inverted fair value gap for our entry. Either we're going to use for the 5 minutes, if you check for 5 minutes, or 15 minutes, or 3 minutes fair value gap. And that's it for GU. We just have to wait patiently and then we focus. Okay, the next pair is EU. For EU, price action is very simple, because for it, we got that shift to the upside external structure on Monday. And right now, if you see closely here, you understand that external structure, the market shifted to uptrend from here, right? Because you can see here our last change of character. Then you have our change of character to the upside from here. Then today morning, we had a continuation breakout structure to the upside. As you can see it here. Breakout structure to the upside, right? Then you had to move to our internal structure, which is the 15 minutes. And if you see here closely, our 15 minutes, we had our continuation breakout structure to the upside, but this time around it's internal structure. So then we got our change of character to the downside. That means external structure is bullish and internal structure is bearish. So we can still take a trade. Either you can trade that pullback or continuation. It depends on the market delivery and the opportunity in the market. Then we had our change of character to the downside. Then if you see here closely, we have our breaker block just here. And our plan for EU is very simple. Scenario number 1, you're going to wait for the price. You're going to wait for the price. You already had the break, then you retest, then you have to look for that sell confirmation. Then we continue selling, taking out this liquidity. And this price back to this discount zone. Then scenario number 2, we're going to wait for the price to come to this internal sell order block. That will be scenario number 2 here. And then scenario number 3, it's one of the most important scenarios. I wait for the break of price, then I wait for the retest, then I look for buy confirmation here, then continuation. Those are the 3 scenarios, and I'll be just updating you towards New York session. Then for GBP, JPY is very simple, and simple price action, and you can see it here. Let me clean everything. Then you can see, if you go back here, you understand that we had our change of character to the downside on Monday. It was external structure on 1 hour. Then we had our change of character to the upside. Then had a break of structure, continuation to the upside. Then you had to go down to our internal market structure. Then you had our break of structure to the upside, but this time around it's internal. Then we had our order block, that is 5 minutes order block. But if you look closely, the price didn't tap in. It just came a little bit closer, then it went back up. At the moment, you're going to be a little bit more patient, and you're going to wait for that extra confirmation, that tap in. And scenario number 1, it will be that first tap in, and then you look for buy confirmation, then we get that continuation. Then the second scenario, if the price comes back and disrespect this order block, then I'll just wait for the break, then we test, then a continuation. Super simple, don't overcomplicate trading. Then GBP, JPY, same scenario, same everything. You're going to see that we had our last break of structure to the upside. Then later on, it's a break of structure. Then later on, we had our break of structure to the downside. Then a change of character to the downside. Then you had our continuation break of structure to the downside, which is this one. Then you have our first order block just here. The last sell to buy candle, which is this area. This bearish order block. And also we have our internal order block, which is here from the 15 minutes. Is also still there, and you have to be a little bit more patient. And now you're looking for sales, and you're going to move to 1 minute. Then you have to wait for the price to shift to the downside before you take that sell. Right, we need to see this, then get that final liquidation, then you continue to the downside. So that's it, guys, for today's outlook, and I'll be sending another one towards New York. And for gold, we didn't get that tag yesterday, but it's already consolidating around here. Either need to see the break to the upside or the break to the downside, then we look forward for trade opportunities for gold. Okay, that's it, guys.